Howdy folks, and welcome back to this, I guess now, rookie-less reaction to RWBY. Rookie will be here. It's just going to be like last week. Unfortunately, my daughter works in retail, and this is around Christmas time, so you really can't come over on the weekend. She is just working nonstop, and then when she's done working, she's pooped, and she just wants to go home and sleep. So she will be here later in the week, and I will record another reaction with her. So just like last week, there's going to be this video with just me reacting blind. And then there'll be another video with her reacting blind with me along for the ride, just in case she misses something or something like that, and then we can talk about it after the show. So, Volume 7, Chapter 7, we're in the middle of this thing, and all hell appears to be letting loose. Because the election went to Jacques, whether it was legitimate or rigged, probably rigged. And Robin's people were attacked. A number of civilians were killed. Looks like they're going to blame Ironwood for that. They're going to through proxy through Penny. Oh boy. There's Grimm on the march. We saw that at the end of the episode. Ruby and Nora don't have their weapons, so I'm wondering how they're going to get their weapons. Hopefully they'll show that. And then Yang and Blake and Weiss and Jean and Oscar are elsewhere, and hopefully they'll all come back together at some point here, and we can get our teams together, helping to fight off the Grimm, and then deal with the ramifications of what happened and the blaming of Penny. I sure hope they don't drag that out for long. I hate that. I hate that in a show where, you know, somebody is falsely accused of something, or somebody misinterprets something, or somebody keeps a secret or something like that, and it just drags and drags and drags. I hate that. Hopefully they don't do that. Anyway, let's see. Let's see, what are we looking for from the intro? What have we not seen? Assuming that everything in the intro is going to happen. There's Amity? Oh, no, that's not Amity. Yeah, that's Atlas. Let's see. The new costumes, the new hairdos, we've seen that. The new weapons. Or modified weapons. Okay, we saw that. The reveal of what he's doing with Amity. Seen the new group. We've seen Watts this right here playing around with Tyrion. With the computers and stuff. We've seen that. Seen all those pairings. We haven't seen those two in a while. Are we going to see? Oh, we got to see them. Right? Maria and Pietro. I think that's his name. Penny's father. We've seen them fighting. Yeah, we saw this battle. This battle here. With the Geist. We saw that. We saw that. Basically. We saw them training there. We saw this fight in the tunnel. This fight, I'm looking forward to. Is that going to happen this episode? Tyrion, Robin, and Crow. Penny? Aww. Who's patting her on the head? I mean, it's a robot, but...
Citizens of Mantle, following the most recent Grimm attack,
is it like her friend?
a temporary prohibition of no public gatherings of any kind.
Oh, he's locked down.
Conduct your business and return to your homes.
Complete martial law now.
This is for your own safety.
I mean, it makes sense.
Right there.
If there's a Grimm panic and a Grimm outbreak, it makes... Yeah, there's the video playing where it looks like she's doing all the killing. Did they say members of the council were insisting that she be deactivated? I'll have to go back. I need to turn on captions in case I miss stuff like that.
Everything all right over here?
Where did she go? Oh, she has invisibility. I made them invisible, yep. They took over the vehicle. She's making the whole vehicle disappear? Yep.
This is the worst case scenario.
Did she, like, absorb that into her hand?
And somehow
declaring martial law.
I thought he'd already did that.
actually considering that, are you?
But he already did that.
What's more important? Establishing communication to unite the world?
They were announcing that nobody could come out
Or
and
appeasing
everything.
a few city blocks?
They're bearing all of it. The longer this waiting game goes on,
Nora?
the harder each day gets for people down
I
there.
appreciate
And now
you
wanna
standing
send
up
in
for
more
the people down there,
soldiers?
but
You can't force people to fall in line.
you're
If
getting
you
out
do
of
that, you'll
line
just be
now.
trading all of these problems for the Grim. I am so sick of secrets. If we just told
Oh, come on.
everyone about Amity, about
Nora?
Salem.
We can't! Anyone not assisting with Robin needs to focus on Tyrion. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding, what he's planning, and how exactly that video of Penny got all over my kingdom.
It sounds tough-fisted, but it's he has to.
Do I make myself clear?
These are things that have to happen.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
everything falls. Ren is on Ironwood's side, which of course is going to bug Nora.
Everyone else will move in as fast as possible. Going radio silent.
I'm guessing Yang and Blake are going to get hit.
Do
Otherwise,
you-
we wouldn't be focusing on them.
He deserves to know what he's stepping into. We all did.
Yeah, Yang doesn't like secrets.
You don't agree. Still,
But,
he didn't have a lot of good options.
yeah.
I'm not sure there are many good options left for
Exactly.
any of us anymore. Keeping
Oh.
secrets, taking lives,
He does what he has to
it
do.
makes you wanting.
Blake. We did what we had to do.
I know. But next time, I want to make sure we don't have to.
Oh, they're talking about
And I
Adam.
can tell you, ambushing us.
Then maybe we shouldn't.
Uh-oh. Don't trade.
How
Don't
is she
go to the
doing?
other side. Please
She's
don't.
confused,
Don't support her.
scared.
I mean,
We'll
support her,
have
but I mean,
recorded
don't
visual data shortly.
betray Ironwood.
That should prove her innocence, but is using our own technology against us. This stock
Come on,
footage
Pietro,
of
you gotta be
Penny
able to
came from
stop
her
him.
work all around Manor.
You're better than him.
Stolen straight from our surveillance
You can beat
network.
Watts.
Hacking. Technology.
We did see them, by the way. I was hoping
Why
we'd see
can't
them when we
people
did.
just do what they used to and fight to the death? A lot simpler, if you ask me.
Well, if we're dealing with the same enemy, well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity
Council.
and surveillance leads, and maybe
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas company.
What are you thinking?
Oh, boy.
I don't know yet.
there's a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind.
Gonna find out. Yeah, we are.
When the general first challenge
The story
is
of
to
Penny.
find the next breakthrough. Obvious
Is he got his
choices.
finger over Watts?
I was one of the few. Inspiration.
He's tall and lanky.
You wanted a protector with a soul.
Got his finger over Watts, doesn't he?
I did.
You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
Yeah.
I won't be able to.
And there he
We'll
is.
Find
Yep.
whoever's responsible.
Yep. It's Watts.
I promise.
Okay, Yang and Blake, what are you going to do? Please tell me you're not going to side with her.
Robin.
Scramble! No, wait!
They want to talk, so it doesn't look like they're trying to betray him, but they just want to talk to her first before they arrest her. She did tell her girls to, or her ladies, to scramble, so theoretically they're not there to help her, but
If Ironwood wants me,
Four,
you're going to say the actual truth to
there are
her.
4 new communications tower. A new communications tower.
The lie
He's
detector.
trying to help
Force the truth thing?
everyone.
Lie detector.
you're telling the truth. Who's actually behind this?
And they're not going to get that part out, are they?
We can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are trusting you. So
Ooh,
trust us
almost said
when
a
we
bad
say
word.
that Amity Tower needs to stay a secret until...
Makes sense that Yang would be, and Blake, because she's with her,
It's right
would be the one
behind that
to
door.
not like to lie and to tell her the
Staff of
truth.
Creation.
But not the whole
I
truth.
hoped
Oh, here we go.
bring you down here it was
We're in the
your
vault.
idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
I thought gravity dust kept Atlas afloat.
That's the public story. Eventually, you don't even know who's who anymore.
Huh, that's not what he wants to know. Doesn't want to know that he's not going to know.
Did know we see eye to eye.
Oh, which is why he wanted to tell everybody the truth.
We have to stop Salem. Nothing matters more.
Some things matter more.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage. Without humanity, does she still feel fear?
I don't
Does
think she
ever
feels fear at
hesitate?
all.
The way she
Are we getting a flashback?
There.
To the Battle of Beacon? No. Never mind. I was excited for a minute. Battle of Beacon and new graphics?
It's okay to be afraid.
Which would be Robin, Jacques. Those are the people he doesn't want to talk to. And he's back. I guess she was just charging or something.
Winter.
From the council with Jacques' seal, I imagine. Or is it straight from Jacques? Oh, man. Guys, I mean, I know a lot of people are, and they're doing a good job of balancing it. A lot of people are like, Ironwood's a bully. He's a dictator. No, it can seem that way depending on your perspective. But he's being forced into a corner to do a lot of stuff, and I like how they're balancing that really well. With the characters talking about that kind of stuff. Yang and Blake talking about that kind of stuff. Nora, who is like the most voice of Mantle there is Nora. Just almost screaming at Ironwood. I was worried for Nora there for a second. But nobody's in a great place. Nobody's in a great place here, right? Our heroes are all torn. They want to help the people. They don't want to see the people suffer, but they also know the big picture. They want to tell the secret to Robin. They were able to tell some of it. They told her that they were turning Amity into a communications tower, but that they can't tell her yet who the bad people are, because that would expose the whole Salem secret. That would mean they'd have to tell her everything. They can't just say, these people work for a woman named Salem. I mean, they could, but especially if she started pressing more and she used her lie detector semblance, she'd know they were hiding stuff. So they'd have to tell her the whole thing. And if they tell her the whole thing, how is she going to react? You would hope, because she seems like a good person, that she would understand the bigger picture as well as the small picture, but the bigger picture too, and that she would realize that, yes, caring for the people of Mantle and providing for them and ensuring their well-being is all important stuff, but without defeating Salem, none of it matters, because the world comes to an end, potentially. Again, we go back all the way to what Salem's motives are here, right? I firmly believe, based on everything we learned in Volume 6, in the Jinn sequence, that Salem's motive is to get all of the the relics, together. Artifacts? Did I call them relics or artifacts? Relic, right? Relic, yeah. Whatever they are. She wants to get them all together because she wants the gods to return. Because she knows humanity is not at peace. They're not getting along. So what that means, from what she understood, the god of light told to Ozma, that was relayed to her, the way she understands it is, if that's the case, they will destroy everything, including her, and she'll finally be at peace. She doesn't care that everybody else dies. She doesn't care that the world is destroyed. She just wants to die. She just wants to end her existence. She can't right now. She can't take her own life. She tried that. She can't. Nobody else can kill her. She's just tired. She doesn't want to live on. She's angry. She's bitter, and she wants to die. I mean, that's really what it is. This is an immortal who's suicidal. That's what Salem is. And on the other side of it, Ozpin's been trying to keep them away from her because he probably fears she wants to do that. But more importantly, he knows that even if she doesn't want to do that, if they all get together, the world's going to come to an end because not everybody's at peace. And he's been trying, theoretically, I guess, from what we've seen over the years, to try to bring the world to peace. With the whole communications towers, the Amity Arena. He's trying to make the world peaceful so that someday they can, be rejoined by the God of Light and the God of Darkness, the brothers. In a big overall spectrum, that's what they're trying to get at. So they would have to explain that to Robin. And what would she would know that it's important to defend against Salem, but if they also told her the whole truth, which is that Salem can't be killed as far as they know, potentially can't be killed by Ozma. But if they even relay the entire story of Jin, we know that the only redemption path for Salem and the only way out of this without the world coming to an end is for Salem to understand the value of life and death. Right? Isn't that what the God of Light told her? I think it was the God of Light. That if she understands the value of life and death, then her punishment will be over. And she'll be freed from her immortality. So what would it take to do that? So I mean, I'm with the people who think that is ultimately where this show is going, is to try to get Salem to understand that lesson, so that the God of Light will know that she understood that lesson, or the God of Light and God of Darkness. I don't know who's paying attention or who's doing it. Will know that she knows the difference, or maybe it's just built into the curse that was given to her. That as soon as she understands it, the curse is lifted. Whatever. But the goal is, I think, to get to that state, so that she isn't a suicidal immortal anymore and doesn't want to take out the whole world with her, which is where she's going. Oh boy. So what do we get here? Anything else in particular to pick up? See, this is where I thought that he had already declared martial law, because he's speaking and he's telling everybody to remain indoors and all that stuff. So it sounds to me like martial law, but apparently he hadn't yet called for it. They're stealing supplies. It's interesting that the supplies for Amity Arena would be easily transferable to rebuilding Mantle's defenses and Mantle's wall, because you would think they would be more specialized equipment. Like, what would parts for a radio tower? How would they build a wall? But hey, I'm just going to wave my hand on that one. And this one's Semblance. And she's, her name, not May. May's over there on the right, I think. I know the name, but anyway, is she absorbing it? Is she like miniaturizing it and putting her hand? Is she absorbing it like a teleporter, like a transporter, and then she dematerializing it, and then she can rematerialize it somewhere else? I'm curious what she's doing with that particular Semblance. It's really cool though. But the good news is she survived, by the way. I didn't point it out when it saw it, but it's really great that she survived. So she got the treatment that the same sort of treatment that Crow got, ultimately, that saved his life from the poison, I guess. And then her own aura would have healed the wound. I do like how it was Ruby who came to her friend Nora to basically keep her from throwing everything away. If she just kept pushing and pushing, I mean, she would have basically been kicked out. Maybe her huntress license would have been taken, all sorts of things. But I don't know. I don't think we don't know, because it was stopped before any of that could happen. So yeah, the big argument, and this is something for Nora. Look at her eyes when Ren says, "Yes, sir." He is very much in line, because you got it from previous chapters, especially the last chapter. He is carrying a lot on his shoulders. He thinks that what they're doing is critical to the survival of humanity and faunus alike. And he wants to be a soldier. He wants to fight. And so he's willing to do what's necessary, and even if it, means that some people get hurt in the process. He doesn't want to hurt anybody, but he understands that some things are more important than other things, I guess. He thinks a lot more like Ironwood than he thinks like Nora right now, which is interesting. So they bring Nora and Ren together, give them that great romantic moment, the kiss, the embrace, just wonderful, beautiful stuff, and then this. Writers, come on, why can't they just be happy? Just let them be happy. I'm sure we'll get some scene where Nora talks to Ren about his views and why he's supporting everything Ironwood's doing, and he'll say, "I'm not supporting everything Ironwood's doing, but it's important, that we defeat the real enemy here, or we fight instead of fighting with each other," which is kind of where Ironwood's comes from, and kind of where Ren is right now. I think is our real enemy is Salem, fighting each other, like fighting Ironwood because some people in Mantle are starving, is not fighting the real fight. It'd be great if we could, solve world hunger and defeat Salem. But right now, I think a lot of people are, like Ren, are in the position of we have to defeat Salem and then we'll deal with fighting world hunger. That's a very interesting move for Ren. I didn't see that building. I mean, it's obvious now, based on the last couple of chapters, that he would come with that position. But before that, there was no real clue of that. So these two, yeah, I'm glad they just wanted to tell Robin the truth instead of joining Robin, which was what my fear was. We also, by the way, get nothing about what their party night was like, so we don't get to see any of that. So I feel bad for the Bumblebee shippers. Sorry. We don't get to see more of that interaction. We just get basically teammate interaction right here, and friend interaction. And Penny's just powered down, so we do get to see Pietro and Maria again, which I was hoping for, to learn that Pietro is actually sacrificed. He didn't generate an artificial aura. Because remember in Volume 2? Was it Volume 2? When was it that we were told that Penny had an artificial aura? Might have been 2, might have been 3. It isn't an artificial aura. It's his. It's a piece of his. So the technology that was going to transfer Amber, Fall Maiden, into Pyrrha is the same technology he used to transfer some of his aura into Penny. And that's why he's ill, apparently. That's why he's coughing. Because he doesn't have full aura, so he can't heal as well. That must be why he's not feeling so great. But he really can't do it again. And I like how he kind of broke down a little bit, realizing that if he were to be... If he had to rebuild her again, couldn't, unless he died. Which I kind of think that he might do that. He might sacrifice his life to bring her back one more time, if he had to. But I still can't tell from this shot if he ever did walk. Because... he's sitting in a chair. But you could tell with the thumb over that picture, that's the same way that Crow had his thumb over Raven. And you could see he's tall and lanky. I knew immediately that was Watts. And sure enough, Watts was part of the project, part of the Penny Project. In fact, look at that. There's the thing in the back. There's the device that Pyrrha and Amber were in, it looks like. Where they were laying back and the door closed and they transferred aura. So it looks like they were working on that technology of aura transfer. Yeah. There he is, Watts. So are we ever going to find out who these other people are? Do we know who these other people are? I don't think we've met him. We've met him. Now, mind you, these are younger people. Even he's much younger. Or her. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Yeah, so we get a bit of story progress. Secret shared. We learn about semblances by some more of the Robin and her happy huntresses. Although we're not quite sure what they all do, except this one's a lie detector. We know that. And then we get to see the Atlas Vault. Very, very cool. And learn that the relic is what's keeping Atlas afloat, not gravity dust. Very interesting. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what else to make of this right now. I think I'll have more to say when I reacted this with Rookie, with my daughter Michelle. And so when that happens, there'll be more to talk about. So let me know in the comments below if I missed something. If you guys have something in this episode that you want to talk about, let me know. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.